It's a fine, beautiful morning here in Venezuela, in the rainforest. Today I'm supposed to be filming a rusty-breasted antpitta, but unfortunately it was predated, so I don't have to film it today, so the camera belongs to me, so I'm going to film a little bit of the rainforest. The nest was over there. I think it was predated by a tyra. It's kind of cool. It's like a giant weasel, kind of. And I saw it here a few times. It's really cool looking, actually. So what all I need here is my binoculars, waterproof of course, my birds of Venezuela. Everything I own is in a Ziploc container because it rains all the time, except now. It's not raining at all. It's quite nice actually, but it's been raining all night. Everything is soaking wet. The mosquitoes are absolutely everywhere. So I'm going to get out of this area and go nest searching somewhere else. So until then, I'll show you a little bit more of the rainforest, show you the sights and the sounds. I can't wait to show you. Now the rain's just starting up, the fog's rolling in. The lagoon is right below me. Now I have the lowest plot, elevation-wise. It's where about 1,500 meters. And if you look way up the other side of the lagoon, up the mountain there, that's where all my other sucker co-workers are, because it rains a lot more there. It's colder, quieter, but it's a whole other habitat, so it's pretty beautiful there. Common procedure. As soon as you think it's clearing up, it starts to rain. So what I have to do is layer up, put on my rain jacket, try and stay dry, because once you get wet you don't dry off. The rain started. So the rain's just starting. It's going to pick up probably, and I'll show you what this weather can really get like. I just found a really cool raptor. It's called the roadside hawk. It's a pretty common hawk in Venezuela, but it's a very cool looking bird. It's got like bright orange eyes, bright orange legs. His nest is just a little to your right, just over here. And he's probably feeding babies. So therefore he needs lots of food, and I wouldn't doubt if he's taking some of my nests, which is a giant pain in the ass here because all my nests get predated. The birds put so much work into these really cool nests, which I'll show you soon. Guys like these, weasels, mice, other birds, jays, they all eat the babies and the eggs. It's a real shame. So I have found about 60 nests, and I've only had a few of those nests fledge, and the odds are that most of them will be predated. So I gotta start all over again and find the nests. There it goes. So I'm showing you right now one of my favorite nests. Very cool construction of rootlets and moss. It's from the gray-breasted wood-wren. It had eggs last time I checked, so it might have hatched. So I'm shaking the nest. She's not on, which tells me they got nestlings, or alternatively, this nest is predated. What splendid timing I have. We have to check nests very often, just to get such an occasion. We got one fresh little baby who's just hatched, and of course one egg, and this egg looks like it's cracked, so it should be hatching any second now. So I got a hatch day, and that's a really good date to get when you're monitoring. It's a globe structure. Most of the nests here are actually globes or round because it rains so damn much here they need protection from it, so they design their nests just to keep dry. And if you look in here, the entrance is from the bottom, and then the little baby and the little egg are sitting in there. Very cool. It's one of my favorite birds of the forest. So white-crowned manakin. The male's got this pattern, but the female's like very dull green color. They just make a simple little call, like what he's doing right now. Had too much coffee this morning. Now I'm going through withdrawal and my hand is shaking uncontrollably. The lens right in, and yet sticks out at the same time. Another one of my favorites. This is a collared trogon. Its call goes like this. Should respond. It's the most brilliant red color. That's the male. It's got a emerald colored head, tail, back. People come from all over the world just to see this kind of bird to Venezuela. There's its call. And they stay very still on the perch, twist their heads all around, and then they fly up, fly catch it, and then return to the branch again. So I'm famished. It's lunchtime. This is definitely my favorite part of the forest. It's actually old growth cloud forest here, because all the surrounding is actually old coffee plantations. So you see coffee plants with little beans growing on them. In maybe a month or two the beans will ripen and they'll turn nice and red. Yeah, I guess you could pick them and eat coffee anyways. I don't have any coffee now, but I do have Canelitas. Probably the best cookie in Venezuela. Canela actually means cinnamon in Spanish. I know that much. So my lunch consists of entirely sweet foods, more cookies, sweet crackers, raisins. Keeps you going. You have this nice big tree to lean up against while I relax in the relative sunshine. It's not raining now, which is nice, because your cookies get all soggy. Aha! So the day is coming to a close. It's about 1:30, so I'm just walking up the road back to camp. Unfortunately, you get a lot of hazards along the road. For example, there's a big old tree that's fallen right in the middle of the road. That's really common when you have big rains. Over June, which has been the last 20 days, we've had just unbelievable rain. One day I think we got 110 millimeters of rain. What happens with that is trees get uprooted, so it gets pretty dangerous. So if it's super rainy or if it's really windy, we stay in. So we've had 4 or 5 rain days, which are always nice to have. Here is Cataros orentirostris. Yes, we have to speak in Latin names because when you're working with Spanish people and English people, you can't agree on just the English name, so we settle on a common denominator, which is Latin. So I've been trying to memorize all the names in Latin, doing it with a proper Spanish accent. In other words, this is a orange-billed nightingale thrush. Look at our little friend. She's reluctant to get off the nest. It's like a face-off, eye to eye. Who's gonna draw first? I apologize for the inconvenience. Just as I suspected. 2 little babies. Looks to be a couple days old. They're pretty active. Eyes are closed.
Por los ribazos en la mañana perdí